So Ember Chamberlain has this coffee and it has a cute little raccoon on it holding a cinnamon roll. And I thought to myself, damn, that raccoon looks so happy. This has to be a good coffee. This has to be a great way to start my day. So I decided to treat myself to a little Ember Chamberlain coffee, the one with the cute little raccoon on it. And I tried it, and it was the worst fucking coffee I've ever tasted. And I love coffee, all right? I really love coffee. So for me to say that any type of coffee is bad actually means it's fucking dog shit. But the thing is I wanted the caffeine, and I wasn't gonna buy another drink So I'm driving to the gym like this, drinking the Ember Chamberlain coffee. And you know what the fuck happens? I'm drinking on this dog shit coffee, and an old man swerves his car in front of mine. I have to slam my brakes, grab my bag so all my work equipment doesn't fall over, and pretend this is the Ember Chamberlain coffee. I drop it and it pours all over the front seat floor. And now my car smells like this fucking bullshit. And you might be thinking to yourself, what the fuck does any of this have to do with metaphysics? What does any of this have to do with spirituality? What does any of this have to do with manifesting your desires? You know, I was thinking the same thing, because I'm aware enough to realize that on the path of materializing your desires, if you're fully tuned in to the state of consciousness that is resonant with the version of yourself that has already materialized all your desires, there is no such thing as anything going wrong. Even things that look like they're going wrong are actually going right. So I drive up to see who's driving the car, because I'm like, no fucking way, it better not be a teenager. I was a little upset, you know what I mean? I just got this fucking dog shit coffee all over the floor of my car after having to drink the worst coffee I've ever had, and now it's everywhere on the floor. So I drive up and I see it's an old guy. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to let this shit go. And I'm going to look for the deeper reason behind all this shit. Because if I don't look for the deeper reason, and if I don't take that step back and have that higher level awareness, then yeah, it makes more sense for me to be pissed that I just got the worst coffee completely stuck on my floor. I had to disinfect this hoe in the fucking gym. All right, I disinfected this hoe, and I still smell it on my car while I'm making this video. So, you know, it'd make more sense logically for me to be really pissed about it. But nah, I knew that this happened for a reason. So I'm just thinking about it at the gym. I'm thinking about it driving here, and I realized the reason why it happened is so I can make this video, which is your perception of life either enhances your manifestations or it corrodes them. All right, I want you to think about what I just said. Your perception of life either enhances your ability to materialize your desires or it corrodes your ability. Because with this situation, imagine I let this knock me down into a low vibrational state. Imagine if I allowed this to put me in a negative mood, and then I come into the video from a negative state, or I let it stop me from making my video. Imagine if I let that happen. But instead, what did I do? I used it as fuel, because I have the perception that there's no such thing as going wrong. There is no such thing as things going wrong, even if they may seem like that as first. Because I have the perception that when you are materializing your desires, there's only one road. And even when things look like they're going wrong, it's actually just going right. And damn, it feels fucking right now, because what do I got on deck? I got the Ghost Energy Peaches Orange drink, and it tastes very yummy, and I'm having a great time making this video. And I have a lot of stuff to talk about this concept of perception. You see, you have to remember that when it comes to changing your external reality, you must first transform your internal world. But the mistake a lot of people make is they allow their external world to alter their conviction and their ability to materialize their desires. Sharing the desires that you wish to manifest isn't an issue if you have 100% conviction in them. The issue arises when you don't have 100% conviction in your ability to materialize your desires. And so if you share them with friends, even friends that you trust, even family members that love you, if they give you any type of resistance, and instead of using that resistance to just reinforce your own self-confidence and your conviction in your ability to materialize your desires, you are instead going to fall for the trap of self-doubt. They are going to put more doubt into your own consciousness. And if you're not careful, self-doubt will completely ruin your ability to materialize your desires. And I've personally dealt with this a lot in my life because for the past I'm 24 now. Since I was 19, I have not worked conventional jobs. So anytime I'm talking about content creation or digital marketing or even what I'm doing now, which is being an alchemist, which to other people sounds absolutely fucking crazy. Me being an alchemist slash esoteric advisor and coaching other people with metaphysics. To people that I knew in high school, and my mom passed away, but even my dad, he thinks this shit is fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Ryan? But I do not allow that to alter my self-conviction, or I do not allow that to alter my self-belief in what I'm doing. And the point I'm trying to make is you need to believe in your dream 100%. So much so that you are fucking delusional to other people. You're sharing your dream as if it's already fucking happened and you're just living it backwards. You're remembering how you got there. Because with that level of conviction, I guarantee you are going to materialize it. You're going to materialize that exact dream or something that is emotionally resonant with that dream. And either way, in that situation, you're going to be happy and fulfilled. And that's what really fucking matters, living a life that's fulfilling and happy. I'm not saying you gotta fucking run around the town and shout off the rooftops, guys, I wanna manifest this, guys, I'm gonna be blank, blank, blank. I don't run around my fucking town or even around my, I don't run around my fucking town yelling and I'm gonna be a famous alchemist, and I'm gonna help so many people. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Why the fuck would you do that? But there will be a moment where sharing your desires is actually going to help you materialize your desires, and you need to be ready for that moment. The most optimal way to position yourself on the mental plane with all of this knowledge is to adopt the concept of utilizing other people's doubts as reinforcement for your own self-belief. And you utilize their doubt to fuel your own desires by their self-doubt just reinforcing your own self-belief, even if everyone thinks you're fucking delusional. And I'll tell you this, I don't think you're delusional. So you got one person on your side. But my opinion shouldn't even fucking matter. The only person's opinion that matters in your reality is your own. So make sure you have unwavering conviction that you are capable of materializing your dream life or materializing your desires, whatever they may be. I feel sort of called to talk about this. I was thinking about ending the video right there, but I feel called to talk about this. When it comes to materializing your desires, you got to think about it like the gym. Because if you're shooting for something that's fucking pretty high up there, actually, let me take that back. Let me re-explain it a little different. You're not going to go into the bench and start fucking benching. Oh, there's a car that just drove by me. You're not going to go into the gym, walk in, never lifted, and then you're just pumping 2 plates. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's the same way for materializing your desires. If you want to materialize $1 million and you've never even made 1,000, what the fuck are we doing talking about $1 million? You got to work your way up. You get what I'm saying? And that's a trap that you could fall into, is if your goal is so high, it's not that the goal is so high that it's unrealistic. You can have this goal, but you need to approach it with steps. You got to fill in those middle parts and hit those first. So if you're struggling to materialize your desires, it's possible that those goals might be too high for the current version of yourself. So you got to work up towards it. And I'm not trying to say that your goal is impossible. It's just for your current version of yourself, it doesn't make sense to reach that high. You gotta build up to it. It's just like the gym. You're not gonna magically fucking wake up and be able to fucking bench 2 plates. You gotta start with 25 pounds in the bar. 25 pounds on both sides in the bar. And then you gotta work up from there. You know, you get fucking progressive overload your manifestations. You know what I'm saying? This is a fun video, guys. I enjoy it. Out of all the videos I've ever made in my car, this is my favorite one. I don't know if it's the ghost energy. I don't know if it's just the funny ass morning I had, but this is a great video. But yeah, if you just have a super fucking high goal and you're not working towards it and you're not building to it, you're never gonna just like jump. That's not how it works. That's not how life works. It would materialize in steps getting up to it. And so I'm not trying to discourage you from having that high goal, but I am just trying to keep it very practical and say, to get to whatever goal you want, it's going to be a process. And that's a trap that some people could fall in. That's why I didn't really want to talk about it, but I felt very compelled to talk about it. You can have that delusional goal, just make sure you're actually taking action towards it and building up to it. Well, I hope you have a great day. And I always say this shit because it's so important. Your reality is never going to transform for the better unless you first transform. And the way you transform is by altering your internal state. And the way you alter your internal state is by making it vibrationally resonant with the version of yourself that's already achieved your desires. Life is like a mirror. And the mirror will never smile before you do. So I hope you have a great day. And if you'd like me to personally remove your subconscious blocks and help you evolve into the limitless and an integrated man you are destined to become and reach your highest potential, you can apply for one-on-one coaching in the bio, link down below. Love you guys. Take care. Peace. Shit. Let me say a bar right now. The possession of knowledge, unless accompanied by a manifestation and expression in action, is like the hoarding of precious metals, a vain and foolish thing. Knowledge, like wealth, is intended for use. The law of use is universal, and he who violates it suffers by reason of his conflict with natural forces. Basically, shut the fuck up, get in the right mental attitude, get in the right frequency, get in the right state of consciousness, and take relentless action.